Where do I start?
At first glance, this is what you know Eldorado Park as: a drug den, a dump site, a crime hotspot, a dangerous place. But allow us to tell you about a new Eldorado. An Eldorado Park about hope, cleanliness, art, community development, magic, and family. Sit back comfortably and allow us to tell you about the Great Wall of Eldorado.
At the age of 12 years old, I started reading books on magic. And I used to visit different types of libraries just to get more information on my performance. So that's where I started growing. Then I started traveling around the country. One specific place where I used to perform was at the Randburg waterfront. Now that was a beautiful place. Packed. One of the gentlemen that was managing the waterfront took me overseas from the age of 16 years old. My first trip was Germany. And I traveled to Germany, I went to London, and then I gained a lot of performing experience over the years. The CEO of Vodacom, Alan Notcraig, saw the talent that I have, and he got an opportunity. Vodacom gave me an opportunity to go and study further in my field. And I graduated and I came back. Unfortunately, the equipment and the props they sponsored me was so large and so big. I couldn't go and practice anywhere. So the only way for me was to join the circus. So I met Mr. Brian Boswell and I joined the circus for the next 3 years. My life was very stagnant, and then I started with the Go Green project.
We had a big problem with this place. This place was dirty. People was hurting, killing, robbing, old people, young guys, with my mouth, dirty kids, all that people.
The way people perceive Eldorado Park, they perceive Eldorado Park as a drug den, very violent place, very dirty area.
Always there used to be dumping sites, used to be crime, there used to be poverty, there used to be drugs, there used to be a lot of things that's affecting Eldos.
Deep inside Eldorado Park is really not like that.
No, we're tired of people always saying, Eldos, this place is a bad place. So we're tired of it. So we want to make a change.
Since I've lost my job in December, I started to walk the streets of Eldos and learn what the streets of Eldos are doing to us. You understand? In the meantime, you won't realize it, but in the longer term, you will realize it. You understand? It's like the strat bite. You understand? If you're in the yard, you are safe. If you're going out, you are exposed to a lot of things. Crime, you can rob someone, a fight, you can drink, and you understand there's a lot of things that's affecting us in the streets.
We used to kill each other. I was telling you that before, starting with boxes, and after that, what's nice. start killing each other, and that was not fair.
I couldn't pay my child's crèche fees. So they kicked her out. So I went to the school and asked them to work. So they said, you know what, there's no job. So the time I turned around, I looked into the walls. So I told them, let me draw for you the walls. And since then, I've been drawing the walls until now. My child is now in grade 5. So I'm painting always.
This guy come out just out of the blue to the sheet. He come and said, you know what, this bush, this place, look how dirty it is. And it's a facility that is not safe for the community. Can we do something about that, children? We said to him, okay, Rashid, if you have something in mind.
But it started in a very funny way because a week before I started, the concept was when I saw the vision. A daughter of mine passed away suddenly. She was 4 years old. And I asked the nurse at the hospital, what happened? How did she was well last week, and suddenly she died within 3 days of a runny stomach. And he said, the nurse said to me that the child died because of, she picked up dirty bacteria from the area somehow wasn't maybe clean. And that's how the bug caught her and she passed away. Beautiful girl of 4 years old. And when I used to see kids playing in this field, it used to scare me a lot. That got me also to drive this initiative, which is now called Go Green, Go Clean.
The reason for us allowing him to paint behind our wall is because he came with the story saying that it's gonna uplift the community, it's gonna brighten up the place, you know, it's gonna make a whole change in the community. And in which we believed in him. And there it is, he did it, and he's living up to his word.
First of all, this project was done by the community from scratch. Talking about collecting half bricks, asking around for half bricks, cutting the grass. We used to go out and work. The 350s that we have, we used to take some of that money and invest it in the project. Lockdown 5, day 1. When the army was out, nobody could go outside. What I used to do, I used to sneak out of the house and go and visit him to come up with this concept where we're going to turn this into an outdoor art gallery. So our first painting was this. All the shops were closed, the CNAs, there was no colors. So we had to walk around, run before the police shoots us or arrest us, and ask around for colors. Eventually we got a teacher that helped us with lots of colors. And then we started the concept.
As you can see, we first crafted it out, and then we had to organize colors afterwards. So if you don't have color, this thing would have been crafted out without color.
Yeah.
But luckily that auntie gave us the colors. So that's why, even if, as you can see, this is chalk, board chalk, you see. It's not 100% paint. You see, so we just used whatever we got. And from wherever we got it, we used it. We went to the government to ask for paint to do it on the wall. They said we are crazy.
People were just coming and just looking at the place and gone. They never interviewed the people about this place, how the time it was Grand Bioscope here behind, it was old movies. The extension 9 wasn't built, the extension 7 wasn't built, that places wasn't built. There was only just grounds here. They'd be playing on the people was killing and doing all that. So there wasn't time there for people to come and help us. I think government, all these years that I know about. It's now was about starting about 90s. Then they started coming cleaning now and then the places. So most of the time, so that's why Rashid started this thing to clean ourselves.
Trains are getting blocked at an alarming rate. And people in this is a very poor community, and in order for a household to unblock a drain, it can cost you up to, not up to, but minimum 700 rand. And sometimes you'd find kids in the yards throwing cutlery down the drain, and it would block 4 houses away from there. And then the cost falls on top of those people because of either negligence. So we want the parents to educate the children not to throw any foreign objects inside there, inside the drains. And not only the children, but also the adults. You know, we love to smoke in the toilet, and where do our cigarette butts end up? It ends up being flushed away. Now, all those cigarette butts and those pads and all the foreign objects and all the toilet paper, the newspapers, they go down and they block those pipes. And when they block those pipes, it creates a problem for the whole community. You understand? Moenie nog maak dat jou huis naby daai area is nie. And it overflows and it's unhealthy for the community. So in order to minimize that problem, we're going to speak to them and make them aware and make them understand that the only toilet paper and water must go down the toilet drain.
I will be educating the people concerning water wastage in our community and how to save water and conserve water and the importance of water. And people don't know how water is important because on a regular basis in the community of Extension 8 we waste water every day. Children be playing with water, people just throwing water out. They don't reserve the water, they don't reuse the water. Simple, I will be teaching them the basics about to save water and keep it clean, water sanitation, basically.
As you can see inside the yard, we are recycling. All the bottles that she collects, she takes that money and then that's bread money, you understand, and extra nitty-gritties in the house.
I like the things he's doing here in Eldorado Park. I just use he can get more tools and more boys to help him. Then this whole extension can be nice and clean.
Every morning, sometimes every second morning, we come and we empty the bins. You see, people used to dump in this area for years. And for the mere fact that they are actually using the bin tells us that at least they don't have bins, but they make it an effort to utilize these bins. So what we do is we empty them out. That's why we had to do door-to-door education, because sometimes they throw their food inside the bins and then there are stray dogs. They take out the filth out of the bins and then we have to pick them up every morning. So that's why it's one of the reasons why we do the door-to-door. But nevertheless, we empty the bins, we bag them, and then we take them to a place where the truck comes and fetch it. Unfortunately, that area where we are going to it's a problem. It's difficult to take the bin and throw it inside the big bin. If we can have a ramp, because some people can't get to the bin and then they throw it next to the bin. And then eventually 100 people ended up doing exactly the same thing. So if you, the Good Samaritan, if you want to follow now the law and the bylaws of the community, it's a bit impossible, because for me to take my bin and travel with my bin through a lot of filth in order for me to throw it in that bin, it's going to be very difficult. But let us show you.
We went to the government to ask for paint to do it on the wall. They said we are crazy. So now we took our SASA money, we took our jobs money, and we took the paint. Sometimes we went to go and work and told the client, leave the money, give us the paint so we can finish this wall. So there's a lot of things that we went through to get this picture on the wall.
A phenomenal idea. I love the initiative and I love the idea if we can feed someone, let us feed a person.
I want the children, all the young ones, they must get jobs.
Ek vra die Here om my te help. Hy is wat hy doen 'n groot ding, groot weer. Hy hou die plek skoon. Ek like dit. Maar ek vra net as die Here kan nog mense instuur om hom te help die plekke skoon maak en nog tools gee om die plek vir hulle skoon te maak. Even it can take the drugs boys out of the street and help him to clean the places. Yeah, it will be nice.
We as a youth, we pray healing and salvation upon our nations. This nation is definitely in need of restoration. It's for the youth, encouragement also, everything that we've been going through as a youth. Let it rather not be a devastation, but a preparation for us to reach out to our greatest destination.
We are a chosen generation, living in a time of revelation. We pray healing and salvation upon our nations in need of restoration.
We as a youth can uplift empowerment into this country.
The people we have voted for, they must help us. Something is broken or we want this or that. That's what we want.
In terms of the prayer, it reads, "Oh God, bless our mothers, transform our leaders," because all leaders comes from a parent, a mother.
We must just pray and God will help us.
Heal our communities. As you can see in what state is our community, so we need healing. Protect the children. As for us, we are not safe, you understand? Especially the guys that walks around at night. There's gunshots like it's New Year in the Eldorado every day. Restore dignity. Our mothers are broken. We need to restore their dignity because they don't know how to pray anymore for us. They don't know how to talk to us anymore to understand. And give up peace. Our mothers need to rest because some of our mothers, they are old. They need rest. It's their rest time. It's not time to run after us, to prison, doing funny things. You understand? It's their time now. And that's where we end by amen. Understand? So if we can do that,
things will come right.
Because as you can see, it's, oh Lord, bless our mothers. If you take away the oh, it's your mothers because I don't have a mother. I believe we can educate our people through art. Understand? It's the only way because if we talk, they won't listen. It's going to be in here, out here. But on the whole, they will
be reminded.
Oh Lord, bless our mothers.
Oh Lord, bless our mothers.
Transform her leaders.
Transform her leaders.
Heal her communities.
Heal her communities.
Protect her children.
Protect her children.
Restore her dignity.
Restore her dignity.
And give her peace.
And give her peace.
Amen.
Amen.